Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I'm going to show you how to run the source code you purchased from Alwajeez Tech. So first you need to download the software from the page XERP Development Environment Setup Guide. I'm going to visit this link. In this page, you will get two links. From any of link, you need to download the package 7jet package and install all 4 software following the instructions in this page. So after installing all the software, you need to open Visual Studio. So I'm going to open Visual Studio 2019. Click on Run as Administrator to run the project. Open the solution file location. And click the solution and open it. So it will open the project. If you have multiple project, we already included in all the projects, so you may have single project or the report project separated from the core project. So I'm just going to include the report project in this solution. So we have two project for this solution. One is ASP.NET Web project and one is ASP.NET Crystal Report project. I'm going to run the project. Before running the project, we need to edit web.config file in both solutions. If you have one project, then you have to open it in your one solution, or if you have multiple project, you need to open both web.config file, and we are going to launch SQL Server Management Studio. It does not require to open in administrator mode, so I just clicked on it. You need to find to connect with your local database. You need to edit the database connection strings inside the web.config files. So we need to identify the data source, we need to identify the database name, and we also need to edit the SQL SA password. So I'm going to connect with my SQL Server. This is how it connects. Let me show you the details. If you are logging in for the first time, you need to select database engine, then you need to select the available database engine in your machine. If you don't see the one you installed now, you just need to go here and select the one you want to connect. I'm connecting this. So server name is this. I'm copying this and I am just replacing this server name with this. We can also use local. So using local, we'll connect with the local server. This is my local server, and for this, this is not local server. You can just copy the whole thing and paste there, or you can also write like local slash the database engine name, or you can also put a dot for local. So in each way you can connect with the database. So we can put dot here also, or we can put local here also, or we can copy from here and paste it there. And for SQL Server login, we just need to put the password and the user ID as SA. If you did not activated SA during first setup of your SQL Server database engine, you need to activate it from just right click on the server name, go to properties, and go to security. You need to ensure SQL Server and Windows authentication mode, so that we will be able to log in using SQL Server mode using SA password. Also, if you did not activate it during setup, you also need to go into SA and go to properties, and also need to change the password as you want to change the password, and the same password should also be right in the connection string of the web.config file. So if you did not install in SQL Server authentication mode, you also need to log in using Windows authentication for the first time. After login using Windows authentication, go to properties and go to security, select this SQL Server and Windows mode authentication, and go to security, go to login, and go to SA properties and change the password here and click OK. Then put the password in the web config password field. Okay, and we are going to connect with this database. So let's expand the database. We do not restore the database, so we are going to restore the database. Right click on database and click on restore database. We are going to select the database file. I am going to the location where the database file exists. So you may have inside a DB folder, db.backup, or you may have it inside the project folder. So I'm going to restore the one, it is in here inside the DB folder. You will have one database file. You need to restore it in SQL Server. So the database is now restored. We will be able to connect with the database now. So we put local database name and SQL Server password. So let's run for the first time. In the meantime, to connect with the report server from the course database, we also need to edit the database table data to which will connect with this report server. We should go to project settings table, settings underscore project, the table name, and go to edit top 200 rows for editing the database report server default link. Here it is showing which was done previously. Now we are going to install the database here in reports. We need to activate the current project. Should always be the selected one. So when we select this project or this project, it will be the current project, and we need to rebuild the report project first to run it. Then we will press the run button and copy the part of it and paste this inside here in this table data. So the report service will be connected from our core project. account. We now run the core project. And it may take some time for the fast load, but the login page will appear and you just need to log in using the login ID and password. So this is all about the how to run the source code in your local environment, and you'll be easily able to publish the project to online using just right click and publish and upload it to your hosting. If you need any support to upload it to your hosting server, we will try to make a video, but if you need any support, you can book our support for 19 USD, and anytime you want to run, just run it using start without um, uh, from debug, start without debugging, so your project will run. It may take some time for the fast load. After fast load it will okay, let me change this. I didn't change the web config file here, so we need to change in both file and also the database name. We need to change the database name. And the SQL Server user ID and password, if we need to change this, then it should run perfectly. Okay, you will just input the provided user ID and password to log in into the system, and for using any AI coder or AI coding CLI, you can just go to command prompt, developer PowerShell or developer command prompt, and just ask AI to using any AI engine. You will be able to use the code editor, edit the code, so you'll be able to edit the code and change any feature you want to change. So this is all for the initial setup and run the project from your local development environment. Please ask in the comment box if you need to know anything, or if you need any support. You can send us an email or you can connect us in WhatsApp. Thank you very much.